Another of our regulars is central to the news cycle at the moment. This has an element of folklore written all over it, so pick your own. Race against time, miracle recovery, Norm Smith medalist
playing with a broken leg.
It's shades of Tiger Woods at Torrey Pines. All eyes to Christian Petracca, including his coach.
He got a pretty big kick to the back of his leg, and it's just the joint. He's got a little chip in a joint. The bigger issue is the corky itself. So he's working incredibly hard, but to see him running around today, he's playing soccer, he's enjoying himself. He'll train fully tomorrow, so he'll be fully fit. There's no risk there. And our medical team are one of the best in the competition, and they're not going to make rash decisions with a key player like Christian Petracca. We need him at his best, and he'll train fully tomorrow.
Belvedere.
The ups and downs of September, brought to you by Bupa, because life happens. So let's check in with him, shall we? Christian Petracca, welcome back.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
Where have you got ice strapped on at the moment?
No, I've currently got it on my corky. Yeah, on the calf part. It's pretty sore. Had a good session today. So, yeah, Robbo will hate this saying, but just going to take it one day at a time, mate.
What's the level of soreness and discomfort that you're feeling?
Well, good hit on the head. Yeah, he's absolutely right. It's not actually the hairline fracture or the chip. It's the actual corky itself. And the people that have corkies in the calf area, it's sort of restricting just sort of the underneath the knee, which is sort of my running mechanism. So, I trained fully today, was out of the contact stuff. Could have done it, but didn't need to. It's only still 3 or 4 days post the game. So got a few more days to the game. Got to tick off a few more targets on Thursday at our captain's run. But, all going well.
Great to see you up and about, buddy. We look forward to watching you play. But I woke up Saturday morning thinking, what's going to happen to you? And when they put out the press release, I thought, what is going to happen to you? So how did you treat the corky? Was people say you're up every 3 hours or icing it? Can you take us through that first 48 hours? How to deal with the blood in the corky?
It's all about. Well, first of all, I was in hospital till probably 5:30 a.m., 6 a.m. in the morning on Saturday morning. Went home after the game and felt a bit of pins and needles. And the doctors sort of said, if you feel these type of things, just sort of go in there. There's no point trying to sleep on it. We'd rather be assured throughout the night that the scan's cleared up. And Andrew Oppie, the surgeon, sort of got me scanned straight away and, just showed a little bit. And then sort of slept till about 10 o'clock, 11 in the afternoon and in the morning. And pretty much ice machine all day. Didn't really do anything. Just went in the ice bath, went in the pool at home. Did some mobility stuff, and then saw the physios early morning. And then Sunday we had a team recovery. So the first 48 hours is all about icing, just resting, being on a cryotherapy the last few days.
What is that? Sorry, quickly. What's that?
Oh, you're basically in a little tank that's probably up to your head height, and it's about 160 degrees, minus 160 degrees, sorry, for about 2 or 3 minutes. It's just another element of recovery and another form of I guess, getting that swelling down, and give myself the best chance to play.
How acute was the pain when it happened, Christian? Did you know you were in strife straight away?
Yeah, I did, to be honest. I knew I did something straight away. I could just feel it, especially sort of in that knee area. I thought it was something more significant in terms of like an actual knee injury. But then sort of quarter time, I assessed with the docs, and they were really good. They just sort of said, what we're seeing from you and what the signs are showing, it's nothing to do with your knee. It looks like more of a corky. And it's just in an awkward spot where the sort of the back of I think it's the tibia. I think that's correct. Underneath the knee where you've just sort of been hit. So yeah, it was pretty hard throughout the game. Not going to lie, like it was quite tough. Probably more just my change of direction type stuff. I felt like straight line stuff was really easy, but it was sort of that change of direction stuff that I kind of found quite tough. But I had to soldier on. I couldn't. I was part of the team, so I had to keep playing.
It's funny, Christian, because when I watched you and I saw you getting attention at quarter time, and myself and Sam Landsberger, we just watched it for the entire quarter going, what's going on? And I watched you very closely after that. I actually thought you couldn't explode. Like you're quite. One of your qualities is getting it exploding out of contests, exploding away from congestion. I felt watching you. It took you a while to warm up, like you're a horse trying to get going as quick as you could, but you really couldn't quite get into that stride as quickly as you could.
Yeah, you're 100% right. I mean, obviously did the first 5-10 minutes of the first quarter, and I think that it probably more of a mental side of the thing. It actually took me probably 10 or 15 minutes to actually mentally go, okay, you sort of just need to switch your mind back on the job here. You know, it is a distraction, you know, and it's something that you can't control. You're injured at the moment, but you need to shift all your attention into the game and focus on trying to compete and win. At halftime, which is on the spin bike the whole time. And then just sort of the third and fourth quarter, I actually felt like I improved really well, got back into the game, and it felt like I was around the contest a lot more. I actually felt, to be honest, in the second quarter, they sort of put me forward a little bit, and I actually sort of said to them, you know, put me around the midfield a bit more, just so I don't have to think about it, where I felt like as a forward, I sort of just stop and starting at stoppages, and you sort of, you know, you stop-start, you're thinking about your knee, where around the grounds, you know, I play my best footy when I'm not thinking and a bit more instinctual. So I actually really enjoyed that in the second half when I had this distraction.
Now, this is going to run totally counter to your competitive instinct, so I flagged that as I asked Christian, but would there be any wisdom in sitting out Friday night and having the faith in the team and giving yourself the best chance of being explosive and impactful in the back end of the final series?
It's a good question. I want to be out there on Friday night, 100%. I don't want to miss it for anything, to be honest. But that means if I'm fully healthy, I don't want to compromise another player's position or spot in the team if I'm not fully fit or healthy. And that's what I said before. You know, I ticked off a really good box today in main training. I'll tick off another one. I've got a day off tomorrow, but I'll still tick off a few things. And then Thursday we've got a captain's run, so I'll try and tick a few boxes off there. Probably more some contact stuff and some tackling. But yeah, no, I'm a competitive person. I want to be out there. I played the second half, and that's probably the pleasing sign, is that the fact that I played 3 quarters on this injury, and I felt like I did okay. I mean, I probably wasn't explosive, but I actually felt like I warmed up in the second half and played a lot better than the second quarter. So, it is probably more of a mental thing, to be honest, the last few days, just obviously the media around it and people messaging me and asking me how it's going. And, just obviously it's not broken. Like, that's probably the one thing that's frustrating me, is sort of your mindset around it. Like, it's not a broken leg. It's stable. The doctors have fully cleared me of that and told me that, I'm going to cause no further injury. And that's put my mind at ease a lot, and just focusing on that. It is just a corky, and, I can go out there and play.
What put my mind at ease was footage of you running around at training with your top off, Christian. I thought, the Italian stallion, have a look at him on the back page of the Herald Sun. Did you get fined for that?
We were playing. I love how they put the photo up and then they do a little circle of the knee one. We're playing shirts v skin soccer game, and yeah, to tell you the truth, I was hopeless. I probably should have been subbed out early on. I was just sort of sitting there. But yeah, no, we're playing shirts v skin soccer, and yeah, I knew straight away as soon as I took it off, I was like, "There's 100% going to be a snap here." So I was tensing for a good half an hour.
Very good. I want to look your best, Christian.
Well done,
thanks
buddy.
for joining us tonight. Good luck over the next few days, and we'll hope to see you Friday night.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Christian.
Christian Petracca there. So that's as good a detail as you can get on what is the story of the week.